In this video, guys, I want to talk about whatever you do, keep moving forward. Stay tuned. Hey traders, warm welcome to you. All right. One of the things that I think is so important for us to remember as traders and as human beings, right, is that growth doesn't come packaged as we want it. We think, I'm going to improve this way, and that could be anything, right? Could be our equity curve, could be our trading skill set, could be our muscle building, could be our intellect, knowledge gaining, whatever it might be. And we think, yes, it's going to be chug, or a business, or whatever it may be. But it's never like that. Right, very often we kind of make this growth and then we sit here and we do this and we stagnate for a bit and then we kind of make a burst and then it's all over the place. You know, it's just a general rule of life, right? We don't have this kind of chug linear, perfectly angled 45-degree chug from bottom left to top right. And the thing is, I think that in trading specifically is that not until you get past this point is where you start to see something for your effort, i.e. some dollar coming in. Because just the nature of the beast is you can't be an average trader. You have to be exceptional to be in the top, whatever it is these days, for professional trading, for profitable traders. And you can see the numbers that they put up on the marketing collateral for many brokers as the ESMA rules require them to do. So we're normally about 72 to 80% traders losing money, retail traders losing money. And I've talked about this before, and I think that, you know, a big chunk of those are probably gamblers, so it's not quite as brutal as that, but you get the idea. It's challenging. The point is you have to be decent enough just to kind of make a little bit of money, let alone kind of going into the stratosphere. And so many traders, you know, we fall into this trap, right? We go, okay, I'm sitting here and nothing's happening. I feel like my equity curve isn't growing. Maybe it's even declining. Things aren't really progressing as I want. Just nothing's happening. And the thing to have cemented in your mind is the mantra of keep moving forward. Keep learning. That doesn't necessarily mean the equity curve growing, because that comes with time. And sometimes your equity curve can look like this. And then you start to get the growth, and it's nice obviously if it does that, but you start to get the growth and you're basically putting the pressure on it. It's almost like, imagine the pressure of knowledge, the pressure of experience, the pressure of discipline, the pressure of screen time, the pressure. You just keep moving forward. You add more screen time, you add more journaling, you add more discipline, you add this, you add that, you add that, and eventually that has to succumb. It's like a breakout. It has to succumb. It's like, listen, I'm moving forward, I'm doing what I can, Eventually it's going to show, eventually it's going to show, and bang, all of a sudden you look around and go, hey, it's showing. But at that point, ironically, you're so focused on the process, you're so focused on becoming better, you're so focused on your discipline, you're so focused on your learning, you're so focused on all the things that you know are helping you, your trade review, your structure, this, that, and the other, sticking to your checklist, your routines, your journaling, all that type of stuff. And you just go, hey, actually, yeah, you know what? Look at this P&L starting to green shoots on the P&L. I think many traders quit at some point here where they kind of, maybe they buy a course, maybe they kind of do a little bit of this, do a little bit of that, and go, it's not working. I thought it'd be better. I thought it'd be further on there. I thought I'd be making a little bit of money, but it doesn't work like that. It works like you have to keep moving forward. You have to keep increasing the knowledge, doing the discipline, all this stuff we mentioned, till at some point there is no option but to see that in your P&L. At some point, eventually that will start to show in your P&L. And it's never when you want it, it's never kind of, the growth is never kind of packaged as you want. As I said at the beginning, it's often a different way, and often you get setbacks and this and that. But if you have that mantra each day of, hey, I'm going to keep moving forward, I'm going to do something, even if it's a small thing to move me forward. Maybe it's marking up your chart, maybe it's reading a couple of pages of a trading book, maybe it's something structured. I did watch a YouTube video, or whatever it may be. It's, I'm going to do something to move myself forward. I'm going to spend a couple of hours in front of the screen, I'm going to analyze this, I'm going to do that, I'm going to do the other. Something structured. You don't want to go round and round in circles. Talked about that, steering the ship without any rudder. It's just going around in circles. It's going to be focused, but knowing that, hey, let me stop looking at the P&L. Let me stop using that as a benchmark for success at the moment. That time will come, but at the moment, that's not important. The moment, it's important to keep moving forward. Keep stacking little wins and keep applying the pressure on the upside of the equity curve with improving the discipline, with improving your journaling, with improving your chart markup, with improving all the other stuff that we just talked about. Because that little approach, grind with acceptance, it will happen when it happens, is what makes you have the breakthrough. And there's several traders right now, and you know who you are, 7 green months in a row. Other ridiculous streaks coming out of it. And you're like, they've been kept quiet, they've been kind of chugging away, they're here and there, they're active, then all of a sudden they say, listen, you know what, I've been doing all right. This is my results, this is how I'm getting on. And it's that one foot in front of the other, one foot in front of the other, learning a little bit, asking a little question, doing this, doing that, that eventually starts to show those green shoots. And then once you get the momentum, you feel great because you have this already, that process, which then forces more onto this. You're like, hey, I'm still going to be disciplined. I'm still going to mark up my charts. I'm still going to do this. I'm still going to do that. And you stick to the process. And yes, you have little dips, but again, it's almost like the support comes in from the process and the thinking and your mindset and the way you've rewired and reframed the whole trading business to help you move forward up. So whatever you do, keep moving forward. Keep doing something incremental each day to improve your trading. Forget about the P&L for now. Just a little bit more, a little bit more, a little bit more, a little bit better. And you'll look around and go, hey, P&L's working. And it wasn't even about that. It wasn't even about that. It's nice, it's starting to move forward, you're starting to see the results you want, you're starting to see all the fruits of your labor come to fruition, and you know, it's a nice place to be. But you feel confident and comfortable, you've got a solid foundation because you're now disciplined, you're now structured, all that type of stuff that you've built, you've earned it. You feel like you've earned that P&L, and it's a good place to be. So keep moving forward. I'll see you in the next one. Take care. Bye-bye.